Hey guys at the greenhouse. Alright. You know, it's been a while since I've done an update. Uh, well, I had a few things happen. Of course, I had the COVID April 2nd, and then I went back to work, and then next weekend, after working a week, my appendix started acting up. So they said, oh, emergency surgery, and they took it out. This is week 3 since the surgery, and I would say I'm around 90% uh, uh, where I was before I went to the hospital. So I'm getting there. It's coming. Everything's healed up in the stomach, and like I'm lifting things now. I'm just trying not to overdo it. But all right, so I'm at the greenhouse, and hold on, let me get that notification off. So you can see the plants are doing good, just like they have in the past. They're doing beautiful. The kale looks beautiful. This broccoli is going in the ground because I want to get ahead of broccoli from it. See that broccoli? But all the lettuces are doing beautiful. They love this plant Gloria gave me. Isn't doing so hot, but I left it out in the cold the other night. I got this all hooked up, the Aquaponics, the other system. The hoses are hooked up. But I have one problem. Because I'm running everything on the outside down here, so I can lift this thing up. These, well, I could actually run a straight pipe if I wanted. That's what I might do, just run a straight pipe. But even if I did that, because I have this system, so it would keep it more stable, which I'm probably just going to go with it anyways. But it can't go like this now because this is too short, and I glued in here, so I have to get a union on here so I can extend it, and I'll just cut these down. And I'll hook it up. It'll be down a little farther. But it's just important that I can lift this up so I can clean the filter, because that's gonna capture. I got all the debris. I got the pump in there, the air pump. So it's an air pump filter, which and plus it holds the bacteria. So I can keep my beneficial bacteria going even if I change the water or something. Which I was gonna put fish in there, but I'm not gonna put fish in there enough. I changed my mind. You can hear the system running. You can probably see the water. It gets off pretty good, like over the bottom. So that's perfect for the plants. This guy needs a little water though. I'm gonna give him some of my fish water, which the fish ain't connected to the system. They're outside there. I disconnected them because I want this water nice and pure. So what I'll do is the fish water, when it gets dirty, I'm gonna put it into a jug and bubble it and let it cure. Make sure there's no poop in it. Separate the poop. I'll let it cure for a little while, and then I'll pump it into here. So I haven't figured exactly how I'm gonna do that. I could use the barrel down there. Haven't decided. I got this tank full of water. This is basically just reserve. I could actually put the fish in here if I wanted to. Oh, look at that kale. This kale, I started this at the house and it is exploding. And I feel like it's literally, I can barely move that. I'm going to have a hard time pulling this out if I don't get that in the ground. I'm going to put that out in the garden. I'm probably going to put this in the garden. And I'm going to put all these big plants probably in the garden. Except for the lettuces, I'll probably eat them. And you can see how these are my babies that are coming up. I got some spinach coming up. And there's another bok choy somewhere. I think that's bok? No, that might be spinach. I think that's spinach. This is bok choy over here. That's bok choy. So, I got a beet there. You see the beets. Really getting a beet there. Look at that. So you could grow beets in the aquaponics. And you got to leave a lot of space so it can fill up the net pot. As it fills up, it's going to like bulge out, which is fine because the roots will keep going down. But because it has that angle, the draft, the beet will just work its way up. Just don't put too many stones on top of it, because then you'll have a problem. These are all my plants I bought because I got COVID and then I, had my appendix out. I didn't have time to plant my Cherokee purple seeds I have, so I got tons of them, tons. So I guess I got them for next year. I'm probably going to save some of the seeds this year anyways. But I haven't decided. I might plant some extra ones because I do like that backup plants. So it looks like I got, oh man, I don't know what this plant is. I'd have to taste it. But there's all my babies. I got all the babies, in which that is what I got to work on now. I got to pull these out, wet paper towels, and set them in there, wrap them up, and then I'm going to take them home. I'm going to take the nut pots home, and I'm going to put them in the nut pots, and I have the trays here. I got to grab them. And after I get them in the trays, I will put a little water in there just for the night. Well, actually, I'll just dump some water in there. It should be alright. Maybe. Yeah, I haven't really thought about that, but I guess I'll have to dump water in a few times to keep the roots nice and wet. That sucks, but that's fine. I'll just get I'll get a spray bottle and I'll just keep spraying them. And it's not like they're big plants. I should be able to just spray in the net pot. Keep it moist, and then I'll bring them back here and throw them in here. But before I can throw them in here, I have to go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get the unions to put in here, because before I can start this baby up. And that's another thing. I'm not getting much sunlight, so you can see the solar system is coming up a little bit, but it's been lagging. This whole couple weeks it's been nothing but clouds. Then the sun comes out and look, it'll jump back up to 13. So yeah, so this plant here, I can't remember the name of it, but it's got a spicy taste to it. And look at that, there's an ant. That's fine. You're okay, buddy. I don't mind the little ants climbing up. They'll eat bugs, larvae and stuff. So unless it's aphids, because they actually help the aphids, which is weird. I don't think it's the little ants that do it. It's the big ants. You can see this. This is an old leaf and it got yellow. I just ripped this leaf. Look at this thing. It's a beautiful plant. Smells good. Yeah, it's a beautiful plant. Look at that thing. It almost looks like a mushroom. And that's the first time I've did these in here. I never did bok choy before. There's pak choy, bok choy. There's a different kinds. You can see I got some peppers there. They're orange, which is fine. I could deal with orange. It's all they had at the Mennonite's place. So I'll just grab them. So yeah, I've just been eating the wild plants lately, and I've been leaving these alone. Because a lot of these, like these kales and stuff, they're going right straight in the garden. And they'll root and they'll do beautiful in that dinosaur there. Because I think because I started them early, they might even go to seed. Because I started them in the house. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Well, we'll see what happens when I put them in the ground. So yeah, I'm going to get these wrapped up in wet paper towels, and probably not all of them, but the bigger ones. And I got to start planting. I got a lot of planting to do. So you can see this head of lettuce is looking beautiful. It doesn't look like it's lacking iron. You got some leaf burnt, but this leaf was the earlier leaf when I was in the aquaponics at home. The newer leaves look fine, so I think it's fine as far as nutrients. I don't have a lot. The nutrients are, well, these are so easy to crush up. They're so easy to eat. See, this one's a little bit, so I just chop that up. But that's all beautiful lettuce right there. Chop this up. And I got two different lettuces here. I mean, I got the purple, and I got this one, which I forgot the name of it. I'm not a plant expert, guys. I actually, I know a lot of the wild plants, not all of them, but all I see is the older leaves got a little leaf burnt, but I really believe that's from the house. Like this, I believe this leaf was when it was in the house, so you can see it got a little bit of crap on it. Plants or the animals will probably eat that. So yeah, there's not a lot to talk about. Not yet. When I get this system up and running, I'll talk more about what I'm doing. I do gotta add a filter in here sometime. What the hell is this? Oh, that's my nutrients, my iron and everything. Well, the water is very clean. If you look, that's clean water. And that's what I want, because that's what I want to eat. Water that's clean. Or the water's got to be clean when it's going through the plants. It can't be dirty. So I'm just going to let it keep cycling. I'm not going to hook it up to the fish. I'm definitely separating, because from what I hear, your system will be a lot cleaner if you separate them, and that's what I'm doing. Last year I had them hooked together and it wasn't as clean, and I didn't reap the same benefits. So let's see, because I got cucumbers a year before when I did separate them, and I mean I could separate them and open it up and still have the water flush in, but I want zero poop that they're pooping, them fish, going into the system until it's cured. So I'm not doing that this year. I'm not going to have them hooked together. I think it's going to be better for the plants. So yeah, you can see this has come along pretty good. It's like April. I can't even think of the date, 10th or something. I'd have to look on my phone. I don't even know, because I didn't write it down today. Alright, so that's it, guys. I'll tune in maybe later this week if I get this up and running, this aquaponics here. And this is just to start the plants. Get out of here, fly. Yeah, I gotta definitely get this running, so I can get them seeds in here. These guys are going in here, and I still got room over here for them. And I gotta hook this tube up still, and that tube I need to get apart at Home Depot because one of my hooks broke. So once I get that, I can hook these up, and I gotta hook two pumps. Two pumps are gonna come up from down here, from down inside here. So I'm probably just gonna put them inside here somehow. I'll just cut like a little pilot hole, and I'll just have the pump sitting right directly in the water, and I'll just pump it straight up. And I do have to work on the filter though. Wow, look at these beets, guys. They're just pushing their way up, and they're hard like a beet. Dinosaur cow. It's kind of flimsy. The roots, you see the new roots are nice and clean. When I had them in the aquaponics at home, they were dirty and the roots just weren't doing that good. The system being directly hooked to the fish, it just wasn't working. Oh, let me it just shut off. Look at that. I still have no clue what plant this is. So if anyone knows what kind of plant this is, I have no freaking clue. I don't know if that's even edible. I don't know what it is. It's weird. I actually chewed on the leaf, and it almost tastes like a freaking cow. But, and you can see it's cycling down. I gotta definitely get some water in you, buddy, before I leave. Alright, I'm gonna water him. So yeah, do another video. I don't even know if I'll post this one, but if I do, because I just think it's too boring. Yeah, I'm not going to let that go in there. He'll go in here with the other plants, even though he's kind of diseased, so I better chop him up. Alright, tune in later, guys.